we know why Link doesn't talk in both Echoes of Wisdom and in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Remember in the story it says it. Why? Because his oath. Oh, you remember?
A vow of silence.
Oh.
Yeah, he took a vow of silence.
He took a vow of silence, and that's why he doesn't talk.
That's bogus.
Yeah,
that's legit. That's so
legit.
legit.
He says to become Zelda's what is he called?
Yeah,
like her knight. Yeah,
her guardian knight. Yeah,
that was the vow of silence.
All right.
Yep.
So I was on the homeboy James from the Random Encounters podcast on Friday, and as you seen from the clip, the opening clip, we were talking about games, and I mean, of course, we was talking about games, the Random Encounter, and we was talking about RPGs, and I brought up about the silent protagonist, and these dudes, they damn near killed me. Talking about that Link is silent because of an oath he took. And I'm like, Link took a oath of celibacy? No, now that's a video for another day. That's the Mario being simping for 40 years type of video for another day. But that he took an oath of silence. And I'm like, if that's not the laziest shit I've ever seen, if that's not the most Nintendoism type of situation that I've ever heard of, and it got me to thinking like, well, wouldn't that be a great video topic to talk about how I feel and how y'all might feel that in 2025 we're still dealing with silent protagonists? But before we go any further, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. And don't forget to subscribe. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. Now, I'm not saying that every silent protagonist is bad. As a matter of fact, my favorite game, the GOAT game, Chrono Trigger, has a silent protagonist. Unless you count the, the ROM that I still can't find, that someone did where Chrono actually talked, or if you count the fact that he actually talked at the end of the game. He had like a sarcastic way that he talked, and I actually felt that gave him more personality. Instead of us just feeling his actions, just stepping up and we got that he jumped in front of Lavos, he sacrificed himself. I get it, I love it, but damn it, I would have loved to hear what he thought. I would have loved to hear what he actually had to say about Meryl. I wanted to hear in his dialogue if my theory was correct, that he actually really liked Luca and Luca liked him. But again, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video that one day we'll get into. But if you guys remember, or maybe you hadn't heard, a long time ago, the creator of Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior, Yuji Horii, talked about why he decided to go with silent protagonists in the beginning of, well, the origin of Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior. And I mean, again, his logic was it was giving you the perspective of the actual player. But even with that, I mean, honestly, I can't really say that that's lazy, because we gotta look at it back when Dragon Quest dropped. That was in the NES, and that was during the Super NES time, so 8-bit and 16-bit. So there was limited space, limited text space, and there was no voice acting back in the day. So, I mean, I get it that the player projection, then he wanted us to feel like we were becoming the hero. But, I mean, fast forward, it's 2025, and modern games have fully voice-acted casts, even sometimes fully voice-acted, or a good portion of the game is voice-acted via the NPC, non-playable characters. So if a non-playable character is able to talk or have a voice, even for a little bit, then why the hell can't a hero talk? And even more insult to injury, staying on Dragon Quest, if y'all remember, for those of y'all who've played Dragon Quest 11, and this isn't a spoiler, it's just, I'm just talking, so relax. There's a portion in the game where you look at your younger self, and your younger self is talking to NPCs.
Dad, can I borrow your ladder? The wind blew Gemma's scarf off and now it's stuck up a tree.
But then, when you pull back the curtain, fast forward to reality, present day, he's mute. How you gonna be around all these damn waifus and don't say nothing? My main issue with the silent protagonist is from the logic, like Yuji Horii said, or even the logic of a vow of, you know, I keep almost saying celibacy. I'm sorry, Link, but bro, you've been dipping through time, and the most you got was a kiss on the cheek from Zelda. I think it's time to let it go. I think you're getting played, bro. The main issue is, like I just was saying, with all the other casts in these modern day games talking and having full books of dialogue, your hero is sitting there awkward, not being able to say anything. And more so, the fact that these are things that I wouldn't even say as a hero. They claim that it's from my POV. Well, my point of view wouldn't be that. I wouldn't say those things. Like some of the games I say that did it really well without over bloviating, without pushing too hard on the fact that their hero was talking. The Witcher did it. Look, Metaphor did it. A lot of people don't realize this, but especially on the original Final Fantasy, Cloud did not talk a lot. He talks more on Remake and Rebirth, but he still doesn't talk all that much on those games. And even with some of the things that you're able to pick for him to say were better than just not being able to say anything at all, or just deciding to give a character a vow of silence because of the fact that you don't want to mess up the integrity of the game if you mess up his voice, or if you mess up the fact that he might not say something that the fans would resonate with modern day. But I mean, they're gonna keep doing it. Why? Because we're gonna keep buying it. And again, I'm just talking about it, but most of my favorite games, a lot of my favorite games, from Earthbound to Chrono Trigger, from Persona 5, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, just to name a few, Secret of Mana, a lot of these characters are silent protagonists. But then, again, like I just mentioned, Metaphor, I named him Hero. Hero, the hero, didn't really speak all that much, but his quiet dialogue felt more welcome to me, at least, than not saying nothing at all. I get it. You know, if it's a Pokemon type game with the early Pokemon type games, or if it's a game where you're creating your character and you want the character to be literally the point of view of you because you created that character, like a Final Fantasy 14. But if you're having a fully fleshed out story with the character already has a backstory, and then you want me to believe that he's not talking or she's not talking, just, you know, for why? For what? Again, I'm not saying that all silent protagonists are bad, but I mean, when the excuse is that it's tradition or that's how it's supposed to be and that's the true essence of an RPG, for me, that just kind of feels like laziness, and it feels like it's off. At least give us some options like Mass Effect had, where you're able to press on, off buttons where you can hear the character speak or you don't hear the character speak, or give me more options that allow the character to talk if you don't want him or her to just talk throughout the cutscenes, Just give me something where I can hear some type of emotion in these characters' voices. I mean, why are we scared to give characters identity? They're the focal point of the story. We're seeing the whole world through their eyes, and for them not to say anything feels unreal, like you're playing a game. Because the whole reason, in essence, to play a game, especially RPGs, is for you to feel like you're in this world or in this fantasy. But if you're in this fantasy and the character you are is not talking, then it just doesn't link up for me. But here's my real question for y'all. In 2025, do you feel that there's still need for the silent protagonist? Honestly, not what the developers want, but what you want. Do you feel that it's still a need for silent protagonists in 2025, or do you feel that it's just laziness on the part of devs, or that they've been doing it so long that it's just part of their tradition and they'll just continue to do it? Again, we're going to continue to buy these silent protagonist games, so why should they change? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's free 99 and it does help the channel out a lot. And if you're new and you made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. And as always, interweb, don't forget to eat, geek, sleep, repeat, and also archives. It's today. It's Main Quest Monday. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace!